The follow-up is simple. Ask a question, listen to the answer, then follow up. I'm your host, Noah Kozlov. Enjoy. Hi, and thanks so much for checking out another episode of the Follow-Up Podcast. This is the Dad and Daughter series. I'm Noah. This is my 6-year-old daughter, Eden, and every Monday we have a new episode for you. Just turn on the camera and have a conversation about anything that Eden wants to talk about. You can listen to all episodes, subscribe, rate, review on Apple Podcasts. You can also watch all the episodes on vocalnow.com, VOKAL now.com, online, also the app. And you can also watch them on Roku. Vocal has an app on Roku, so you got to see
myself talk on TV. Yeah.
So that's fun. We do appreciate all the feedback from our previous episodes. We've done 30 plus of these during the period of isolation during the pandemic. We've discussed all sorts of things from racism to your school schedule to gardening to the animals that we would see in the yard when we left New York City during the pandemic for a few months to most recently your teeth. And those 2 teeth are coming in. Plus, a very, very popular episode was the Trader Joe's episode. Yeah. And that's how you lost your first tooth, was the dried pineapple.
And with the teeth, you know the 2 ones that are next to these? Mm-hmm. My big teeth are growing behind those.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, but they'll start to space a bit.
Yes, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
And when are you going to the dentist?
March.
Oh, okay. So, today, what do you want to talk about?
Today, I want to talk about the inauguration.
What about it?
I want to talk about it because it's something really special. Mm-hmm. It happens every 4 years. Mm-hmm. And it's a big topic.
So, what stood out to you?
Barely anyone was there because of COVID.
Right.
Because at Obama's, there were 1.8 million people there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. And that was at his first inauguration, yeah.
And Trump had about 9,000 people.
900,000.
Yeah, 900,000.
900,000 people. Don't tell him he only had 9,000 people. And in this one, right, in this one there were about 1,000.
Right.
But also all those troops, which was a bit unnerving, but at the same time it was nice to see the security around that nothing terrible happened on Inauguration Day.
Because there could have been tons of humongous things bad that could happen. Mm-hmm. A lot of things. Mm-hmm. But luckily they did not happen.
Mm-hmm. It was also, and I know you like reading biographies, and you're very interested in presidents.
Yes,
and
I'm very interested
as you look at your bookshelf, you got to see a few other presidents on the stage during the inauguration.
Obama.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton was there, yeah.
We saw
George
W. Bush.
George W. Bush, yeah. So we saw those 3
and
with
Hillary Clinton.
Right, Hillary Clinton, Bill's wife, who was former Secretary of State and ran and has run for president. Yep.
And ran against Trump 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And was one of the and was running in the Democratic primary. It was down to Hillary Clinton and Obama back in 2008 when Obama ran for the first time, or when he won for the first time. So it was nice to see that type of support and all those former presidents together. What were you thinking about when you saw Kamala Harris being sworn in?
Well, it was just really, like, a lot of things. Because first, black woman to be vice president or president. So she's the vice president. She is also from South Asia. Mm-hmm. And it's just, she's also the first girl. So, probably, like, because there's never been one.
And that's crazy to think.
That's crazy.
All these years.
That has never happened since George Washington.
Right.
And
from the birth of our country, yeah.
Beyond.
Mm-hmm. And how about with Joe Biden? What are you thinking about when he's up there,
like,
getting sworn in?
That's like, now he has... So if this is Trump's computer and this is Biden's computer, the power goes, and it goes to this computer. Because now he doesn't have any codes. now Biden has all the codes.
All the nuclear codes and just the
power.
Right, that transfer of power, just like that.
But it's crazy even just how fast it does do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like crazy how the computer can do that. Really.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's true. And then you got to see the next morning. You weren't awake for the celebration that they showed. What was the part that you liked the most when we showed you about the celebration?
Well, I really liked Katy Perry singing. I like that song, Firework.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked the fireworks because with the red, I noticed it was the red fireworks especially, and you could really see it. It was pushing, so there was one, and then there was another that hit against it, and it looked like a blooming flower, and it was like water coming in the middle.
Yeah, that's nice.
It was really pretty.
With all the scenery from Washington, D.C. around, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, the White House. And what do you think, there was that one moment that I thought was, I kind of got emotional thinking about it and watching it in real time, when the President and the First Lady are standing on the balcony of the White House looking at it. What do you think they might have been thinking?
Like, finally we're here. Because...
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, we're fine. Like
fine.
All right, we're here. We've got a ton of work to do. Maybe more so than any other president in the history of our country. But let's just take a moment and enjoy this. Mm-hmm. What type of responsibilities does a president have? Well,
a president making sure the country is a safe place.
Mm-hmm.
And making sure the whole world is a safe place.
We were watching the Lester Holt, that NBC Nightly News for Kids.
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was called?
It was called Foreign Policy.
Oh, Foreign Policy.
Yeah.
Right, which means
protecting that the president has to deal not just with our country, it has to deal with the whole world.
Right. So being a powerful country and being advanced and being
being
stable
a leader,
to an extent.
And being a leader to all the other countries.
Exactly. And that's one of the things that was most important when there was the attack on the Capitol, that the rest of the world, or most of the world, looks at the United States as this stable beacon of democracy. They hold the United States into such high esteem that they think, whoa, if this could happen to the United States, what is going to happen to the rest of the world? So that's why it's so important to have strong allies, foreign policy, and being able to handle things on your own soil at home to make sure that you're stable. What else about what other responsibilities in your mind does the president have?
Making sure the air is clean. Also, climate change.
Climate change, yeah, for sure.
Because that's not a good thing.
No.
At all.
Do you know climate? Do you know? Like, could you explain climate change? It's not easy to explain.
Climate change. Oh my god, what is climate? Climate change is kind of when the air is not, like in winter, if it's warmer than it should be.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or in summer, it's like way warmer.
Right, could be.
Like 100 degrees when it should be 80 degrees or something like that.
Or in the winter when it's freezing cold. Like it's the extremes on either side. So there
maybe
could be
like 2 degrees.
Way more hurricanes than there should be, or a whole lot more rain, or more floods, or more tornadoes, things like that impact the air and the whole environment.
Or if it's 100 degrees or 2 degrees, like things like that.
Major swings in temperatures.
Like from here, high to low.
What about the responsibilities of the president that we've been telling you every single day, and not saying these are the responsibilities of the president, so these are your responsibilities, but we've been telling you every single day before you go to school ever since you were, like, I think maybe in 2-year-old school.
To be respectful, responsible, and to be a leader.
Right. So we tell you that every single day before you leave the house, really, for anything. Those are like affirmations. Things that you can say to yourself, things that we say to you. Kind of similar to those books that Dante sent you. Yeah. So, you feeling okay about these next 4 years? Yeah? All right, I love you.
I love you.